some more vintage cube today. Might not be a super long stream. Might have to cut it short because I got some stuff around noon, 1 o'clock ish. We got plenty of time to get a couple drafts in, hopefully. I don't want to completely swear off aggro, but I think today I'm gonna try my best to avoid like red white specifically. Like I can still draft white cards, I can still draft red cards, but like I think I've drafted a little bit too much red white. Try to shift a little bit. I mean, I did get a cool 4-color lands list yesterday, but then I just followed it up with red white aggro and trophied with that. So as powerful as the deck is and as successful as I have been with it compared to other archetypes, I think I need to branch out a little bit. I want to try the whole like combat trick power matters red green thing again, but I don't know if I can recreate that deck I had before. It was just so perfect, and I was so disappointed to go 1-2 with it. We can try it again though. I mean, it's usually open. Nobody really takes the tricks, so if we get a decent start for it, like if we open a Minskin Boo pack one, pick one, maybe I'll go for it. It's a pretty strong reason to be in red green to begin with, so. All right, let's see what we get. No Minskin Boo. That's okay. Okay. I mean, I don't think this is actually true, but I think Voice of Victory wouldn't be a crazy first pick if you were trying to draft the best deck here. Voice of Victory is really strong, but I think I take Scalding Tarn. I always like starting with a fetch if there's no great cards in the pack. Lion's Eye Diamond if you wanted to immediately get into some combo stuff. Corey Steel Cutter is decent. Not really something I want to first pick. Primeval Titan Tyrant, both solid. I'd probably take the Tyrant just because it's a little bit better with stuff like Flash, Sneak Attack, and things. Although I mean, Sneak Primeval Titan's also very good. But yeah, let's take the Tarn and see where we go from here. Okay, we get past the Broadside Bombardiers and a Palace Jailer, so it's not the best time for me to swear off of red-white aggro, but I'm still gonna take Broadside. It would be great in the red-green list. I'm trying to maybe get together. There's Arid Mesa here too. I could just take that and like have 2 fetches and be very open. But I think Bombardiers is like one of the best cards in the whole format. So Jailer is also, but Bombardiers is a little better, I think. Also, I'm starting with a red fetch, and I would like to do the red-green thing if possible. So let's go Broadside and pass to the next one. Another fetch land and another fetch land. That's a lot. Could take the Vista because it's just any color, but I like Wooded Foothills too, especially if we are pretty sure we're going to be red-green anyway. Lily is good, but I think I'm going to end up with plenty of 3s. I already have one. Tracker Might Wheel. Or Elf, possibly. Sometimes people just aren't on green at all. So I'm going to take one of these fetches. I don't actually know which one's better. I mean, I know Prismatic Vista's any color. Like, Foothills being able to get duels and stuff is nice, or Triomes. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Foothills. I think I'm kind of leaning more towards red-green, so. Wow, this is actually wild. The first 4 packs all have fetches in them. That's pretty crazy. Like, not only that they're in the pack, but also that people are not taking them. I mean, I could grab Bloodstained Mire. I just, like, we already have two red fetches. One of them's red-green. I want to be red-green. There's an ignoble Hierarch here. I think I just take the Hierarch. It's really, really solid in this archetype. Because you end up with the great 3 drops usually. Taps for red or green. Could end up having some kind of black card. I mean, I think Bloodstained Mire would also be awesome in this deck, of course. Fetches are great, but yeah, let's take ignoble. Pass the noble. It's funny to see them next to each other. All right. Significant downgrade here, I think. I guess Invasion of Ikoria could be something. Non-human creature, X or less. Okay, so it's a Green Sun Zenith, except you can look at your graveyard. Has to be non-human, of course, but it's not too bad. But you can also get a creature of any color. Green Suns, you have to get a green card. Whatever. I might actually be able to wheel this. There's 11 cards. It's double green, not a card that people just don't really have their sights on. There are some other kind of clunkers here. I'm gonna take Gaia's Cradle. I think Gaia's Cradle could be good if we do certain things down the line. All right. Tropical Island makes Scalding Tarn, untapped green. It's also just a blue land if we get like an Oko or an Adu. So I think I'll take that over like Proving Ground, Courser. I think Trop's a better land to get than Proving Ground. Proving Ground is red-green, obviously, and makes Scalding Tarn a red-green land, but it's a tapped land, so I think I'd rather take Trop and just make Foothills a blue source, make Tarn a green source, and it's all untapped. And all good. Alright. Suplex, Bristly Bill, Grist. All pretty good. We already have a decent start to be able to play Grist. Ignoble taps for black. We have 2 fetches. Obviously past the Jund Triome, but so it's between Bristly Bill and Suplex. I have 2 fetches. Bill's great with fetches, obviously. Suplex is a good interactive spell, but I think Bill's a pretty high quality 2-drop, so I'll take that. Now we get Orcish Lumberjack, which of course is solid in red-green. Goldspan Dragon, but it's pretty replaceable. Sentinel also fairly replaceable, but I do like it. It's a big body for 3. If it was any earlier in the pack, I might take Sentinel, try to wheel Lumberjack, but it's tough. I'm just gonna take the Lumberjack. I think it's got a little bit higher upside. Sentinel's just, like I said, very replaceable. Bountiful Landscape's another fetch land, but it's a tap thing. Could just take a Breeding Pool as another Trop, but I don't think we really need the redundancy with no blue cards yet. Just take Landscape or Mind Collapse. Kind of a late stock up. Yeah, let's take Landscape. We got Bristly Bill. Might get more landfall stuff. Generous Ent or Endurance. Man, I like Endurance, but Ent could be pretty nice here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ent. Alright, wield the tracker, that's nice. Alright, so there's a good 3. I'm glad I passed the other ones. Now we get Soul Guide for the board, sure. Wastewood might be something. Yuffie is probably more likely than Show Off. Alright, wield the Suplex, that's actually really nice. I was considering taking that over Bill, so I'm really happy to see that on the wheel. Also means that we might get some more red cards here. So Yuffie, Materia Hunter, for those that haven't seen it, it's a new one. 3 mana, but it has ninjutsu for 2, so you can do it on attacks. When it enters, so not when it deals damage, when it enters, you gain control of target non-creature artifact for as long as you control Yuffie. And then if it's an equipment, you can attach it. I mean, if I guess if you just have an equipment, you can also attach that. But like, I think the theme is, or the flavor is that you're equipping the thing you stole. Speaking of equipment, there is a Jitte here. And another fetch land. We've seen like 7 fetch lands or something. I mean, mana drain's strong. We're not really going to do that, though, despite having a little bit of blue. Man, I like Jitte, but Malevolent Rumble is really strong, too. Big Malevolent Rumble fan. Flame Slash, too. I'm going to go with Jitte, though. I think Jitte doesn't get enough credit sometimes. Ooh. Are we able to play Psychic Frog? We're kind of far from playing Psychic Frog. If I took Delta, I could maybe play it, but I don't know if it was correct to take Delta. I mean, I could have gone harder on the fetches since we have Bill and Tracker and just take all the fetch lands, be all the colors. I don't know. Maybe that's a good strat, especially with these extra fetches. For the tap lands, just take all the landfall stuff and take every fetch you see. There's a Flash, Mana Leak in blue also. There's a Fury. I think I just take Fury. Another red-green fetch, tapped fetch here. But might just wheel that anyway. Psychic Frog is extremely good, and I like the fact that I'm even considering taking it here when I'm neither of those colors. Just shows how much. Yeah, let's go Fury. I mean, I actually like that red-green 5-drop too. I forget the name now, but that might wheel since it's 2 colors. You never know. Now we get a Blood Crypt. If I wanted to have a little black hedge. Itali, Thoughtseize is great. But I think I'm down for a Hex Drinker. Not really an Itali list. Okay, now we get Oko. There's the blue splash. We could grab that. Passing Robber of the Rich, Tarmogoyf, Deathrite. All pretty good. I wheeled the Suplex, so I think it's decent odds that I wheel one of these 2. Nobody's looking for cheap red cards. Wouldn't mind wheeling Tarmogoyf either. Deathrite, also good. But yeah, I think this is where I take Oko. I have three blue lands essentially already. Oh, 4 actually, with Landscape. And plus Ent, so yeah, I have a lot of blue fixing already. Thanks to the Trop. Yeah, I'll take Oko. Cool. Alright, we have a Bant land here. Commercial District. And that's about it. I'm just going to take Commercial District. I don't think I need another tapped fetch. I'll just take a duel even though it's tapped. It's great with Foothills and Tarn for the actual main red-green colors. Now we get Gao. Kind of a cool 2-drop. Grows every time it attacks. So it attacks as a 3/3 the first turn. The first turn that you're attacking with, it attacks as a 3/3. And then it just gets bigger from there. And then if you have anything to take cards out of the graveyard, an escape thing, or whatever it is, you can randomly slam them for some damage. Pretty aggressive card. I think I just take Chain Lightning, though. I don't have too many spells yet. Interaction. Should be able to get plenty of creatures, so I'm going to take the cheap Bolt while we've got it. Ren and 6. There's Emrakul here. Yeah, I don't think I'm really on Emrakul. Ren and 6 with fetches is always a possibility. But I think I like Chainsaw. Ulvenwald Oddity is also nice, but I kind of think that green's been open enough that I can maybe get some better fours, or just, other fours. I can just take the cheaper interactive thing here. I don't think Ren and 6 would be crazy either, but I'm going to go Chainsaw. I like Chainsaw. Through the Breach right after Emrakul. Ooh, I have some other options here, though. Unholy Heat, pretty good. I could probably get to Delirium well enough. Not like super fast, but I have fetches. A couple spells. So I think it's between Delighted Halfling and Uro, though. I don't think I'm taking Heat over those. It's early enough that I can take Uro and try to get a little bit more blue fixing, I think. I like the Halfling, but Uro's pretty strong. Let's grab that. We get Yavimaya and a bunch of other random stuff. I'll just take Yavimaya. It could be useful. Okay, we get a fetch. Yeah, Bloodbraid Challenger is the one I was thinking of. So that one wheeled. It's a solid 5. It's good to escape. Obviously, you don't want to tax your graveyard resources too much with Uro and Challenger. But I think it's better than taking Sheltering Landscape. So, alright, take a Crypt maybe. Third Path, Treasure Cruise. Whatever, not playing any of those. Amped Raptor, maybe. Not a huge fan of that card, but maybe if we get a Galvanic Bombardment or Galvanic whatever it is, that gives you energy. I mean, the floor of Amped Raptor is not that bad. 2 mana, 2/1 first strike. Solid. And when you do hit something, I guess it does become a good card, but I don't know. I'm not too high on it for whatever reason. Another fetch land here. And I would take it, but I think Pyrogoyf is a little bit better, considering I already have good fixing. I would love to have Misty Rainforest, but Goyf is just way, way too good. And its predecessor, Flame Tongue Kavu, both similar images here. But one's a Goyf, one's a Kavu. I love Flame Tongue Kavu. It's one of my earliest cards. But yeah, I think it's gonna be Goyf. Passing Misty, unfortunately, passing Steam Vents. I don't know. You could definitely. I wouldn't fault anybody for taking Misty Rainforest here. You have Uro, you have Challenger. You're trying to splash Oko and Uro. The double blue. I think it would make perfect sense to take the land, considering we might end up with an excess of playables anyway. But I'm gonna take the Goyf. I think Goyf is really, really powerful. I didn't get any of the tricks and stuff, so I'm not gonna like slam Unruly Krasis as quickly as I would otherwise. Maybe I'm gonna cut Yuffie for now. We have a Nova Hellkite, which I like. There's also Caracas and Tear Sunder, Tarfire. Delayed Blast Fireball, also a card. If I took that Emrakul, I could add Breach and Sneak Attack. I think I like Hellkite, actually. I've been pretty impressed with it the couple times I've used it. Probably wield the Krasis anyway. But I could consider taking Caracas, even though I'm not white. It's just strong. Tons of legends in the format. But I think Hellkite's good enough. Alright, there's the Questing Beast. There's also the Galvanic Discharge, though. Can I wheel the Beast? Probably. I kind of just want to try to wheel this Gorge, though, and take the Beast Wheel of the Gorge. But I should probably take the Discharge. I have 3 burn spells plus Fury, Goyf. I have some interaction already. Hellkite kinda does something, but not much. I like the Galvanic Discharge Amped Raptor kind of combo, but Questing Beast is pretty strong 4. Let's just take the cheaper interactive thing though. Don't think I'm on Dreadhorde Arcanist. Might Form Harmonizer is kind of cool. Got 3 fetches for it. Could get in there. I mean, it'd be good on a flyer like Nova. Like, I don't know, you play Harmonizer on 4 and then you know, like warp in the Hellkite or something. Play land. Play Bombardiers. Attack. Hit for 10, throw it for 7. I don't know. Not really taking anything else here. I guess Haywire might, but might wheel anyway. I don't think Dreadhorde, like, Dreadhorde is definitely for the Power Matters deck, but we just don't have the stuff for it, so I'll just take the random Might form. Might not end up playing it. But Tifa, kind of the same thing. We have the fetches, but we don't have like a. I guess we have Bristly Bill. Well, we do have Billy. I think I'd rather just take Curator though. Curator's pretty nice. It's already above rate for a 2-drop, like 2 mana 3/3. Exiling cards is pretty often a good thing, even if they're not like Reanimator. And then it gets big pretty quick. Tifa's just pretty weak if you don't have the other synergies. Mystic Growth, of course now we get Mutagenic Growth. Upgrade. Go take another dork. I only have 1. I guess Lumberjack's kind of a dork. Yeah, I mean, growth works well with Harmonizer, I guess. I'm not sure I'm even going to end up playing that card, though. Let's just take another dork, I think. Fabled Passage. Goblin Rabble Master. Yeah, I mean, Passage is still a fetch. Rebel's pretty good with Bombardiers, but everything's good with Bombardiers. Yeah, let's just take the Passage. I don't know. I think I've still got time to get more playables. Monstrous Rage. So we're getting the tricks late here. Monstrous Rage is more tempting because it gives trample and leaves the roll thing on it to leave it with trample. But Detective's Phoenix, especially with like Generous Ent, is pretty nice. I think I'll just take that. I like the Phoenix well enough. Now we get Kavu or Evora. Evora is obviously cheaper, which I like. It can help me fill the graveyard for Uro Challenger. Flame Tongue's also pretty nice though. I usually go with the cheap card, but I'm going to grab a Flame Tongue here. Take Tarfire now over the Lade Blast Fireball. I think. Fireball is pretty good in the board. I don't know if I would even play Tarfire in the main. Yeah, let's take a board Fireball, I think. Land is good. Don't really have a white splash. I mean, Fabled Passage can get a white source. Not really R-winning. I'll just take the good land there. Arcanist's still not very good. Only have 2 spells for it. Essentially not really much to pump his power. Put it in the board, I guess. I guess Interpreter is something. Okay, we got the growth. I'll probably play it. I mean, I'm not like short on playables, but could get in there. Still a solid little trick. Creature matchups. Yeah, we got the Harmonizer. Didn't end up wheeling the Questing Beast. Somebody started picking up green cards about pack 2, I think. There was a significant shift. So I didn't wheel Questing Beast or the other. There was another like decent green card. Ulvenwold Oddity. So I could get Yuffie in here. I mean, Interpreter is also playable. Fireball. I think Dreadhoard's not really good enough. I think Yuffie seems like more of a sideboard card. It is kind of nice with Jitte though, because like you can just go turn 2 Jitte, turn 3 Yuffie, and then immediately equip it. And if they happen to have a non-creature artifact, you get to steal that too. But then throw the Jitte on Yuffie without having to pay 2. So I mean, that's kind of cool, but I just don't know if it's better than what we've got. I only have Commercial District as like a red-green duel for Lumberjack. Ideally, you want Taiga or Stomping Ground so you can go turn 1 with it on the duel, and then you can sack the duel if you don't have another forest. Play something large. I'm still going to play it, but like I don't have the best lands for it. I'm not sure if Cradle is good enough. I mean, I do have 18 creatures. That is a lot. It's probably good enough. It only has to tap for 2 to be good. But yeah, you have to kind of balance that with like you draw a hand with 2 lands and maybe a dork or whatever. You play your other land, you play your dork gets killed. It's like you didn't actually keep a 2-lander. I don't have like token making stuff to make it go nuts, but I feel like it's still pretty good with the high creature density. It's worth leaving in there. Because I mean, Oko makes creatures too. It's 18 creatures plus Oko, and it's more of a land. So we're kind of at 16 plus some dorks. So I could just leave it at this, but I also have some landfall stuff that wants me to hit my land drops. I have like 4 or 5 fetch lands now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ent is kind of a fetch, like 4.5. Just as far as like taking lands out with one of my other lands, therefore reducing the chances that I draw land. So I might still want to play 17 and cut like a growth, or I could actually cut Flame Tongue from the main in case because we play against combo, it's just really bad if my opponent doesn't have creatures at all. But because you have to hit something, so you end up just like Flame Tonguing your own Flame Tongue or creature or whatever, other creature. But it's pretty unlikely. Even combo decks now, like you're gonna play some number of creatures because it's just almost unavoidable. So I think it's okay to leave it in the main. That the vast majority of decks I play against are gonna have targets. Amp Raptor's fine, especially with discharge. I like the Phoenix. I think Uro. Let's look at the mana base real quick. I think 1 island's probably fine. It's 2 blue cards, 1's double blue escape. I wish I had like a Birds of Paradise or a Noble Hierarch to tap for blue too, but alas. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish. I do have a lot of red. I think I'm close to even though. Maybe a little more red. I got more red spells. I think this is good. I had that, so that's 16 if you count Ent as one of them. Kind of feel like I want one more. Don't know what to cut though. I like Jitte. I could cut Curator, but I'm short on 2 drops. I think it's fine to have in the main. It's graveyards are used pretty often in a lot of archetypes. Just being able to make it a 7/7 later is just generally good. I don't know. I mean, I could be convinced that Uro is not where I want to be. I guess I could cut a Elvish Mystic for land. I just feel like with Oko and Bombardiers getting in like Tracker 2, getting those out on turn 2 is just so good. Maybe I just got like Mutagenic Growth. Harmonizer. I want to give Harmonizer a chance though. Could be Flame Tongue. Yeah, I'm gonna take out Flame Tongue, I think. If we go up against like a similar creature-based mid-rangey or aggro list, maybe I'll bring it back in for something. Don't even really know what I'd cut though. I'm pretty set up for that kind of matchup already. I guess at that point maybe I would cut Uro for it. Or Challenger. I don't know. I'm gonna add another land, I think. Well. Maybe 16 is fine. I don't know why I'm agonizing over one more land, but because like even though I want lands, I do have 2 dorks or 3-ish, and my curve is pretty low. Like a lot of 1s and 2s, handful of 3s, and then like Fury's kind of free. Hellkite can be a 3. Challenger I can play later. It's with Escape. Might Form I can even warp that too. So like it kind of tops out more at 4 than it does at 5 anyway. But you know, you also have stuff like Lumberjack that's sacrificing a land. You have Ent that's taking a land out. That's not even actually a land itself, so it doesn't really count as one in your opener. And you have multiple fetches that are taking lands out. You have Cradle that doesn't inherently tap for mana. So I think with all that, I think I might want another land here. Just make sure I can play my stuff. All right, let's jam. And you know, like I said, I also just have a handful of landfall stuff that really wants you to have at least one land in your hand after you play it. Got Bill, Tracker, Might Form, and then Uro. You know, Uro rewards you for having more lands too. You get to ramp them out, play more of your stuff. So, also when you're playing 3 colors, it's better to have more lands because it makes it easier to splash. I mean, if I wanted to, instead of that extra forest, I could play an extra island, like in the kind of corner case that my blue sources are Bountiful Landscape and Fabled Passage, where like I have to go find 2 basics. But I don't think I do that for 1 card, especially a 1 card that takes a long time to be able to cast anyway. Gives me time to get the double blue sources. But I do only have 2 blue sources in the deck. I have Island and Tropical Island, so there is something there, I guess. All right, this hand is fine, I guess. It says, good luck, have fun. So I said, go to hell. No. I think I just start with Hex Drinker. Yeah, I'll keep. There's the trop, so I don't have to get it with Ent. If I go Mystic, Drinker still doesn't level up to 3. So let's just play the thing that attacks for more. Next turn I can either go District, Mystic, or I can level up a little bit. You got a Flash guy? No. Alright, I'm going to jam the Mystic, see if they counter it. Play the tap land. Uro. I mean, I could bin it because it's obviously a good thing in the graveyard, but I kind of just want to play it next turn. Secretly. Go Island, Uro, Land, Bill. Yeah, keep it on top. Seems good. I can't go Bill, Land, level Drinker to 4. I mean, level 3, but like as a 4/4. So I think Drinker's just going to hang out as a 2/1 for a bit. Or it'll die. That too, it's fine. See if they have a counter here. It's possible. Yeah, it could kind of get boned here a little bit if they have a counter. They didn't counter Mystic, but that doesn't really say a lot. But if I just go Bill, Land, they counter Bill. I'm kind of in the same spot, so I think I mean, if it's No More Lies, that's really annoying that they would do that to Uro. I don't need the red, so if they counter this, I can still get in for 1. Okay, no counter, that's good. Landscape. All right. That was nice. So Landscape can go get Island for Uro. We're still a ways off of escaping it, though. Nothing in the graveyard. What's on Esper? Big 4-drop. You got a Parallax Wave? Oh, 1 ring. Yikes. I don't know if I can beat that. I've done like 0 damage to them. Might form. Nice. I mean, that can potentially deal a lot if they don't have removal, but their Esper colors, I imagine they have a lot of removal. Hmm. Question is, do they have a sweeper? Well, might as well tap the Mystic just in case I want to crack Landscape. It's unlikely. I'm going to keep the Mountain in hand. Although well, I could play it and then cycle Ent to have a land next turn, but I think I'm going to want to play Ent. Alright, they have protection from everything, no reason to attack. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to beat the ring here unless they really just brick on all kinds of removal. Because like you can beat the One Ring with red green, of course, but it's much better if you get off to a quicker like aggressive start. I was kind of dinking around with Uro, but I did have a turn 1 Hex Drinker which they dealt with, so I kind of tried. I was thinking over there. So I feel like if they had a sweeper, they would have already played it. Well, they're sealing, so they're trying to they're probably trying to figure out if they need to get the sweeper or if they can just kill me. But playing Imperial Seal. You don't I feel like you don't usually see that so much in Esper because I mean it could still obviously be a combo, but seal into draw off the ring makes sense. They do go down to 15. Let's see what they do to get rid of my guys. Urza. Oh, that's not so bad. I don't think. Oh, into converter, sure. Also fine. Would love to draw a red card. I can just hardcast Fury too, though. Hope they don't have a force. Alright, I think I can kill them here if they don't have a force. Uh, yeah. Okay. Double. Okay, put a counter, and then I guess I should play around like a. I don't know what I should play around actually. Let's just let that go. This is going to be more than enough. So let's just make sure the Fury actually resolves. Deal 4 there. doing it this way just in case. I mean, it's lethal, so just in case they had a weird removal spell, Solitude or something. Looked like they were F6 though, so GG, cool. I mean, Might Form did a lot of damage there. I definitely couldn't have won that turn without it. Like, let's see, Questing Beast would have dealt a decent chunk of damage because of the haste. So Questing Beast would have just dealt 8 damage. Might Form essentially dealt 8 also. No, it did. No, it did 10 because I still have to count its power. So 10 plus the 3 on the bill, so 13. Yeah. Cool. I certainly did not expect them to tap out for Urza into Converter. I thought for sure we were going to get like balanced or at least get some of our things spot removaled. But all right, I'll take it. Triple max sequences, you get 2 counters before you double. Yeah, I thought about that. That's why I paused for a second. But I didn't want to put it all on the Might Form. That's why I didn't do it in response. Because I wasn't sure if they had Solitude. I was trying to play around them having some interaction. Because I didn't need the Might Form to be like a 20-20, you know. They were at 15, I could have killed them, so I didn't want to put all my eggs in one harmonizer. But yeah, I've played enough standard landfall at this point that I know about the Kraken response thing. But I do appreciate it. Dreadhorde, no. I mean, I could get another 2-drop in here. Like, Yuffie seems pretty good. They have Currency Converter, One Ring. Bring that in. Probably have other artifacts. I mean, Flame Tongue for Urza is not bad. What would I cut for it? Maybe Jitte. Although I'm bringing Yuffie in, so Jitte gets a little better. Maybe against counters, I don't want Lumberjack. It's probably not true, though. I don't know what to cut. I'll probably Mutagenic Growth. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I'll need that too much against them. They're Esper colors, so the power is not going to matter when they kill my guy. It's only really good with Might Form. All right, we have an island and a commercial district and a bunch of expensive cards on the draw. I mean, I think I can still keep this though. I can surveil into more lands potentially. And I don't think a turn 2 Hex Drinker's too bad. I can pitch cast Fury if they get an early Urza or like other random stuff. Don't love Raptor, yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm getting your comments like it feels like a little bit later than what's happening in real time, so you may want to refresh. It could be on me, maybe a little delayed, but seems like they're coming in a little bit late. Drew a fetch land. I think I still just start with district. Yeah. Trop. I mean, it's another green source, double blue. I probably shouldn't bin it in case we get Uro. Yeah, let's just keep it on top. I can get double red later. Yeah, I could see cutting Raptor, but I think Growth is a little bit better cut, especially if they do end up having more like controlling elements of the deck. We just didn't see them for some reason. Although I feel like I don't know, it'd be kind of wild for them to like have a Wrath in the deck and not Imperial Seal for it there. Like if they sealed for Urza, that's kind of wild. Um, all right, yeah. Guess save the fetch. But you are right though that like I'm less likely to play Galvanic Discharge against this opponent against most, which means I won't have that like leftover energy to make Raptor like really good. And then without that, it's like I don't have a ton of hits for Raptor. It's just a 2/1 first strike per two against a not creature heavy deck. So I don't know. I guess you could argue that Mutagenic Growth has the potential to steal a win. Maybe a little bit more than another creature. Getting double blue here, so could be Urza. They're reconsidering. Tapping for Mardu colors. I don't think they meant to do that. Lounge for blue, and you have a Rafine? Oh, it is Urza. Okay, whatever. They just tapped weird at first, I guess. Nice. Okay, so they could have a counter, but I have a couple ways to deal with that. So I can actually play around um, Mana Leak, which is nice. Let's do this. I think Mountain is better out right now. My pitch, I mean, it's got to be Hellkite, right? Hellkite does seem pretty good here, but Goyf. Man, I love Goyf though. But like, I'm gonna have a land in the yard, I guess. And then I'll have a creature. Yeah, I think Goyf is still better. I like having a big 4/5 flyer though. I don't know. I'm gonna exile the Nova. Go with my gut here. Slam the Urza. All right, they didn't add mana. I think I just leveled the Drinker, and then I can go Tracker plus Fetch next turn. It's better against a potential sweeper, but I kind of doubt that they have that at this point. Could maybe just play Tracker and then be able to play Goyf next turn. Yeah, let's just play the Tracker. It doesn't let me attack this turn, which is a little bit annoying, but let's just do this. I don't know. Might get punished here. Fable. Okay. It's a good one. So they are actually 4 colors. They are using the red. Thought maybe it was just like a blue-black land for them mostly. Okay, unfortunately, Pyroglyph is still just a 1/2. They didn't play any spells, like I was hoping. So, I think I just play land. I probably still just play Island, though. Or no, I could play Landscape because it still taps for mana. I always forget that. Yeah, let's just do this, I guess. And then pass. Sure. You can either crack Clue or crack the landscape, get another clue. They've been a swamp. So they could potentially have a lot of mana here. They had Prismatic Ending last game for Hexdrinker. That could still kill it here. Demonic Tutor, that's a scary one. So last time I think they tutored for Urza. See what they get this time. I mean, if it's a Wrath effect, they lose some stuff too. It's not, obviously my stuff is significantly better. We'll see what it is. Might be a Tinker. Nah, I feel if they had Tinker, they would have gotten it last game. It's like tinkered for Portal or whatever. All right, Pyroglyph's a 3/4. That's nice. Let's see. Blood Chief's Thirst. That's also a sorcery. Okay, you got it. I hope that's what they tutored for. That'd be nice. If that's the extent of it. Getting in with the goblin? No. Okay. Well, in that case, I think I'll just crack the land. Yeah. They could kill the tracker in response, but it's okay. Go ahead and fetch this out, get my other clue. So I could go Challenger. Ooh, Bombardiers with the clue tokens. It also still boosts the tracker, so it's just when you sacrifice them that you don't have to sack them to draw. Yeah, Bombardiers is pretty nice. Hmm. I kind of have to sack them before blocks, though, otherwise they trade with Bombardiers. That's fine, I guess. Question is, which one do I kill? Probably the Construct. I don't think they're going to have a way to get instant speed artifact. I guess if they do, that's pretty good, but Alright, get a counter. Kill that. See if they block. I mean, this does ramp them. Blocks, might as well sack this one. Extra damage. Alright, go ahead. They flip their reflection. They get the treasure off the goblin. Oh. I hope that ramping doesn't kill me. They kind of had a lot of mana already, so I don't know. Oh god, is this Ugin? Am I getting punished here? Wow, I cannot believe I just they're probably gonna have another artifact too. Okay, they draw. You have a bobble. Wow, dude, that's pretty insane. I ramped them. I mean, what are the odds they had a fucking 7 drop in hand? Alright, Challenger's pretty good. Let's see. I mean, I could threaten to kill Ugin. They just chump Tracker. If I challenge her into a burn spell, that'd be sick. Or like a chainsaw. Otherwise, I could just goif the thing and make sure to hit Ugin down to 4. I guess I could hit it to 3 with cracking a clue. Yeah, let's try to get lucky here. Cascade into detect. Oh, okay. Can I bestow it? No. Can't bestow it. I don't think that matters too much anyway. But haste is haste. Alright. I think I still should attack everybody at Ugin. Because they're going to gain 3 life every turn with it if I don't try to kill it. Attacking them for 11 is kind of tempting too. But then they go back up to 8, draw a card, probably exile something. I think I need to try to kill the Ugin. Yep, they jump, take 6 on it. Goes to 3. And the option to cycle the Ent if I want another land. Which might be good. Makes another clue. They drew Soul Guide. I guess they could have already had that. Exile the Challenger. Okay, I guess they have another thing. You gotta let your Soul Guide resolve. Too hasty. Yeah, let your artifact resolve. So depending on what they exile here, it could shrink the Goyf, but I feel like they're just gonna exile like Fury or something, or land. Doesn't shrink it. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so they can +2 Ugin. If they don't have another artifact, I could get in with Phoenix, potentially. They're adding 3 though. Like a 1 ring, yeah. God damn, dude. That's so annoying. It is, okay, Ugin is at 3 though, because they used it to 0. They didn't plus it. So I can still Goyf it. 1 ring doesn't protect their planeswalkers. Okay, so I'm not cycling Ent now because I don't have the landfall guy. I am still in trouble, but hopefully I can land this Pyroglyph. Draw some cards with the clues. Yeah. I can't believe I ramped them into Ugin. I just killed the goblin. So bad. This ninjutsu. Oh, baleful mastery. Sure. Yeah, you got me. All right, I'll keep the int. I think. They can exile my graveyard, but they can't exile their graveyard, so I'll still have enough stuff. So 6, 7. Go ahead and draw in case I draw a dork. Bill. Okay. Yeah. It's not bad. I guess I kind of wish I kept a land in hand. But yeah, I wasn't really playing around anything, so I should have just kept the land until after I goifed. I guess if I keep the land, though, I don't have a green source open. In case I draw like a noble or sorry, ignoble or elvish mystic. So maybe that was better. I just happened to draw the landfall guy. Fractured identity. That fucking sucks. Wow, okay. That was extremely good. But Fractured's a good card. Damn. Getting trounced here. Ignoble. See if they have a counter. No counter. Okay. And ignoble would have been a lot better last turn. Could have already had it out. Could crack a clue. Or play Bill. Yeah, they're still drawing. They can probably kill me before they die, I assume. They're up to 7 cards to my 1. Bit of a clue, though. It's kind of like 2. Play Scrubland. I mean, Ent can probably block Goyf for the rest of the game, I assume. It's kind of hard to get 7 types. Sure, Kai, sure. They can crew that next turn if they want. They're attacking with Goyf. Okay. I mean, I have to block. You have a burn spell or something? Dismember. I would guess Dismember before I would guess burn spell, but... Oh, there weren't any artifacts? They really did have 7 types? I should have counted. Wow, I feel like a fool. Yeah, I guess Planeswalker enchantment. Wow, dude. I get messed up. Alright, I mean, I still had to block anyway, but I would have chumped, I think. I just didn't count. Wow. Should have counted. Plus Bowmasters? Alright. Alright, alright. Yeah. It's a very good combination of cards, but they've drawn a million, so. Uro? Yavimaya. Copperline Gorge. Yeah, it's game. GG. Okay, so we saw some more stuff. Fractured Identity is really annoying. Ugin. Still don't know if, I mean, it's good against Urza, of course. Flame Tongue is. Soul Guide Lantern, no. Growth. Yeah, I mean, Interpreter could be decent, but I think I just go with what I got. Jitte actually seems a little better now than after game one. I'm gonna run with this. I gotta hit the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, Bark Zeke, or if I'm pronouncing that right. Thanks for the raid. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. Playing a little vintage cube up against 4-color kind of artifacts. Not really control, but sort of control. They got Fractured Identity, Ugin, and the like. On kind of red-green aggro stuff. Not really, well, kind of aggro. I got Commercial District, Lumberjack, Oko. Seems fine. All right, start with District, I think. Because we could just rip a blue source. Chainlightning doesn't seem very good against them. Yeah, I think I'll bin that. Go ahead. Suplex does seem nice. They have the One Ring and such. I just go Lumberjack, Fabled to get an island. I could suplex that. That's tempting. Could Oko it. What I don't want to have happen is I just slam Oko because it's better, and then they go land Fractured Identity or Oko, and then I just kind of lose. Could sack my forest. I'm not. Yeah. So I can get Curator out. Yeah, I don't mind that actually. Let's. So 1 plus 3 is 4 is 6. No, I'll just play Oko and kill that. Yeah, yeah. Never mind. Took me a second. Alright, I'll get 1 red, 2 green, Oko. If they counter it, that's, I mean, I won't say fine, but it's okay, I guess, because they already used the prism stuff. Drain, yeah, that sucks. But now I can just play Curator. I don't even really know if I want to exile that. It makes Goyf better. I think I actually just exile a forest of mine. It doesn't reduce the number of card types in the yard. Put a land under there. Alright, so Prism's useless unless they have Tinker now. I guess they have Urza, but bunch of mana drain mana. They can still slam a 6-er. Did not see mana drain game 1 or game 2. Did not expect that. Tapping for black. I don't think... Oh, we saw Imperial Seal. It's the only black card I think I've seen, though. Oh, Demonic Tutor also. Probably tutoring, yeah. Yep. It's a good one. They've tutored multiple times. We still haven't seen a sweeper from them, so I've said this before, but I'm pretty confident they don't have a sweeper in the deck. I guess we'll see. I didn't know they had mana drain, so who knows. You got your Urza? Yeah. Play your Urza. You still have 2 mana up with Prism Construct. I draw a Yuffie, which is kind of cool, but it'd just be stealing a Prism, which is useless to me, but takes them off of mana, I guess. I could exile the Construct. Could also attack and try to get Urza if they block. Hmm. Two, three, sorcery, instant. So I can make the Curator a 7/7, so I guess they just won't block. Which means I could Yuffie it, but it doesn't seem great. I just wait for something better like a ring. Yeah, let's see how they block here. Okay. I don't think exiling the construct. Possibly 6. And it takes them off of mana. They just have better stuff I think I need to deal with. Instant. I don't know why I'm getting priority again, but sorcery. And Planeswalker. Take 7. If they have a 0 mana artifact and they are able to get Ugin, I guess womp womp for me. But I'm going to leave the construct alone for now. Just get in for 7. They have Prismatic Ending. They could just slam on the Curator. Blood Chief's Thirst. Multiple removal spells that don't care about power toughness. Yep, there's the ending. Alright, you got him. If they're playing a ring here, I can steal it with Yuffie. That'd be pretty great. They've had ring every game. Yeah, there it is. All right. Could also exile it, but I think stealing it's pretty cool. And then if they take it back, like if they kill Yuffie and take it back, I can suplex it then. Might actually be... They could have Ugin mana next turn. I wonder if I'm supposed to suplex the construct now. No, because I think they're just going to have other removal for Yuffie. If they... shit, they're going to have Ugin. I already know they're going to have Ugin. God damn it. Incoming Ugin. Makes me mad. It makes me mad how much I know they have Ugin. But I guess this is maybe one of those spots where if I pass and they have Ugin, I die anyway. Like, even if I'm able to exile the ring still. Okay, seal. You gonna seal for Ugin? I mean, hopefully they seal and then they think they can Urza whatever it is. Not realizing it shuffles their library, but I think that's a bit of a slim hope. You got 3 cards in hand. If they want to play whatever they're sealing for, they need to have something that draws it, obviously. We haven't seen a lot of like cantrip stuff from them. There's the island. It's also a forest. Converter. Okay, that draws. Plus, draw your thing and then kill Yuffie. Yeah. They can loot. I mean, if this is the way they get rid of Yuffie, that's kind of a lot of work. I don't mind it too much. Better than Ugin. But if they just got Ugin and they're waiting till next turn, it's like gonna be pretty rough. Looks like it might just be Ugin. They're gonna wait. Okay, draw something good. Fury is good. Let's go ahead and draw while the drawing's good. Jitte, also good. Although, I mean, not that it's like outstanding. I think I want to save the suplex. One, two, three. All right, tracker. Land. Need to speed up a little bit. Tap. Sacrifice. Red. Please don't counter this. Please don't counter this. Alright. Kill Urza. Can't attack. That's okay. All right, Eugene coming down. They get their One Ring back. They can't draw off the first turn. So if I can somehow mount enough damage. Oh, wait, what? What did they seal for? It can't be that. I mean, it's got to be something else. There's no way they sealed for a staff. Oh, it was Ugin. They just have 5 mana now. Right, right. Yeah, it's got to be Ugin. All right, lose 2. Chainsaw. Okay. Let's draw. Need to speed up. Sure. Oh, they have Bowmasters. Fuck. Okay. Maybe that's what they went and got. Oh, I should have maybe clued first. Whatever. They get to kill Yuffie here. Oh, okay. Maybe they don't realize they can take the ring back. Maybe they don't want it back. Seven mana. Fuck. All right, I have under a minute. I don't think it's enough time to really win this. Play too slow, talk too much. I mean, I'm favored to win this game, but I don't think I have time. I have too many triggers. I should just attack with Yuffie now and just give them the ring back because they're at 11. I think that'll probably be part of my plan for next turn. Bloodchief's Thirst on Bill. Okay. Draw. Maybe should have played Jitte if that was my plan. But surely I can draw a land here. You'd think. Okay. Bam. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. I don't have time. just attack with everybody. If they block Yuffie, they die to the ring. Alright. Colonnade, they can hit me for 8. Doesn't kill me though. Is this the Ugin? Oh, Fractured Identity. Oh no, this is Ugin. Yeah. Okay. I still have Bloodbraid. So it should be lethal. Unless they draw another thing. Oh wait, they go to 7, right? Oh shit. What the hell? Not the best time to get random product. There's no time. Ah, fuck. Hate that so much. Okay, my fault though. I guess I shouldn't have drawn. But I wanted to be able to attack with Mystic. Just didn't have enough clicks. Okay, so I play Challenger. I Cascade for whatever. What do I get? It doesn't let me draw a card because Magic Online is broken. It's cool. So Challenger, they block. They take 4, go to 3, and I don't really have anything. Yeah, okay. GG. I wasn't guaranteed to win that, but I think given more time, I would have had it. So I also could have done, if I tap differently, I play Challenger, I attack. They block Yuffie, they get the 1 ring and they die. They block Challenger, they trade, they take 3 to 4. And then I could Galvanic Discharge my own Yuffie, give them back the 1 ring, and then they die. So yeah, I did have the win there. With more time. It's annoying. But it's on me. Alright, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick while we queue up for the next one. Thanks, Springles. Sorry. I was just saying a bunch of nonsense about how sexy Oko is. So it's probably for the best that I was muted. What do you got? Narset. Uh-oh. More card draw deniers? That Orcish Bowmaster's last game was unexpected and pretty annoying. Okay, let me untap with all the mana, so could just Hellkite. Didn't draw a land, but I do have Ent, so I can go get a land, play Tracker, play land, play Bill. Can still hit Narset for 4. Yeah, that's better. Hmm. I mean, they're at a low enough life total. I'm kind of tempted to just attack them, but I don't think that's smart. And they can just have a draw 7 and have a huge advantage. Yeah, let's go Tracker, I think, first. I don't care as much about a counter. Get land, get a mountain, I think, or whatchamacallit, commercial district. Well, actually, no, I should just get, like, Trop, I think. Because I want to be able to play Bill. If they have a sweeper, it's a little annoying, but now I have double blue for Uro. Could also just crack Clue, I guess. 1, 2, 3. No, I can just make the Clue a 3/3. Yeah, I'll play Bill. I could get deluged here. But if that's the case, I still have Oko, and they would have to pay 3 life, go to 9. Still have Hellkite if I draw Mountain. Thundertrap Trainer is the play. What do you rip? Time Walk. Oh, they got Baleful Mastery off Narset. That is true. I think I mentioned that, but then forgot about it promptly. GG. Nice. Cool. So blue black, Narset, probably draw 7s. Maybe combo. Not sure. They didn't play very many cards. They did have Mer Battlesphere and Tinker, so Yuffie seems good. Hmm. Mm. Maybe cut like a chainsaw. Yeah, this is fine. And looks decent. If we get Generous Ant, Detectives Phoenix becomes Very good. Put them all to 5, so it just went up. Well, we're on the draw. They have Tinker. If they go Tinker Battlesphere, I mean, I don't currently have a way to beat that. But I might be able to steal their first artifact before they can do that. Well, if they do have the Tinker, they're going to get it off here. That's for sure. Yeah. Start with Ignoble. I guess we just hope to draw land. Just a big 5-drop. Looks like a 4. Yeah, Urza. Sure. Pretty good. Another Urza matchup. I don't really want to steal the Mana Vault now. They would have tapped it anyway if I tried to steal it, but at least it would take the mana away from them. But now they've already done it. Another blue card. Not the best draw. Yuffie is non-creature artifact, so I can't steal the construct, unfortunately. Yeah, just play Curator, I guess. See what's on top. I mean, another land's not terrible, but I don't think I want a Yavimaya. I'll just bin it for the Curator. Pass the turn. And they only have 2 cards left. Hopefully one of them's not like a Time Twister Ancestral. We'll get some free damage off the vault too. It'll probably be a while before they untap that. Oh, stock up's really good. Dang. Like, it's not ancestral, but the fact that it gives them so much more card selection might as well be at this point in the game. It does mean that they probably won't play anything else relevant, but you never know. So sorcery in the yards, I have 2 types. I could exile. See if they play like a Mox or something I can steal. No. Okay, Wooded Foothills gets Trop. I could Elk the Urza. Let's attack for 4. They could have Spell Pierce for Oko. I could play Uro instead, but Oko puts a lot more pressure on him. And I get to Elk the Urza. So I'm going to try that. And just play Elvish Mystic. Yeah, the Pierce. No. So they can threaten to kill Oko, but I do have a Trump blocker if I want to save it. And honestly, trading Oko for Urza at this stage, like I think it's a fairly even trade. Not, I think Oko's better here, but plus they also get a 3/3 left over. So I will chump if they go for it, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if they like played removal on Mystic and then killed it. Ah, that works too. So they do have Time Walk. They go to 14 here though, or 13 I mean. Relic, okay. So Oko goes down, I take 3, or they leave a blocker back maybe. Alright. Mutagenic growth. Doesn't really help me to ninjutsu it on anything. So they can just hardcast Yuffie. Not gonna Phoenix. You have a counter. I assume they tap it. Can still race here, especially considering they have Vault still pinging them. If they tap out to untap Vault, I'm a lot more comfortable blocking with Yuffie. Since they didn't, I'm not sure. I think if they remove, they're not going to attack first. They're blue-black. They're not. Ah, Caracas. Wow. Damn. Yeah, that's a good one. You can do it now. Okay. Yep. Constructs back to a 3/3. So I can't growth it. Can exile Time Walk though. That is something I can do. Bristly Bill. Old Bristly Bill. So they can just keep bouncing Yuffie. They can bounce Bill also. Let's see. Could play Phoenix. Attack for 5 plus growth is 7. Force them to untap Vault. They would still have Caracas up. And they'd be pretty much completely tapped out. And then they can't really attack. What if I ninjutsu the Yuffie? That's 6, that's 8. If they have removal, then I kind of get messed up. Kind of feels like they have a Baleful Mastery. Because they didn't untap Vault last turn. Could just exile some stuff and go for lethal with Curator. That seems even worse with Mastery. Let's see here. Land, creature, planeswalker. Take 7. I don't think it's likely that they can kill me next turn. Unless they... Well, if they play Battlesphere... I don't know. I think they have Mastery. I think I might just play Uro. Try to hit another land. And I'll Phoenix next turn. I think I can actually ninjutsu in response to Mastery. Because it's already in the declare blockers, or like the post blockers step. I'm not like a ninjutsu expert, but I'm pretty sure I can do this in response since we're in this step. They go to 4, they don't Mastery. They were thinking pretty hard though, so I feel like they still have it. Maybe not. Playing these legends doesn't do a ton with Caracas out, but if I steal Relic, that at least keeps it tapped for another turn. So that feels good. Makes him use that mana, plus takes away Relic mana. If they Mastery the Yuffie, I don't really care about that. Unless they have a follow-up Battlesphere. Go to 13. I don't know. I kind of want to play Uro. 4 mana, Subtlety. Oh god. Are you kidding me? Subtlety? Oh my god. So any artifact kills me? I thought they had Mastery, dude. I should have just... If I'd gone for lethal, maybe I win. I don't know. I didn't see Subtlety yet. That's so bad. Dude. Any artifact. Ugh. Okay. I'm dead to that too. Damn, dude. Ugh. It's a mold of 5. Quick Urza. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to just ignore the Urza for another turn and keep Oko alive. Maybe that was my real mistake. I don't know. Could have gone either way that game. A couple of decision points. Just happened to do the thing that didn't work. Okay. Another artifact list. Playing Shieldred, so I know they have Twister now. Sometimes you can just play Narset because it's Narset, but if they're also playing Shieldred, it's pretty obvious. They've got some draw 7s, could also have Bowmasters. Flame Tongue doesn't kill Shieldred, but it does kill Urza. I don't like seeing Caracas with Yuffie, but Yuffie's still good against them. I don't have a lot of legends, so that is nice. Just Bill and Yuffie, the ones I drew. Literally drew 3 of my 3 legends against Caracas, so it's cool. I'll just run it back. Yeah, got a mulligan this. Yikes. If this was an ignoble hierarch, it could be a snap, but Mystic. It really just doesn't do anything if I don't draw red immediately. I can Fury like an early Urza. Alright, keep this. Probably just bought him like Cradle. Phoenix. Cradle Raptor. That's probably Phoenix. So this way I know I have a 2-drop at least. Could maybe spike into another one. We'll see. Eternal Mana Vault again. Cool. Very nice. I guess I'll go ahead and crack now. I don't really want to hit another land. Take one out. Might form. Okay. Let's go Raptor. See if we hit anything. Two energy. We have some hits. Yeah, I'll cast it. I think it's worth putting a card type in the yard. I lose an energy for like Galvanic Discharge, but it still kills Urza with the extra energy, so I think it's worth it. Just get the other card in the yard. I got stuff that cares about that. Okay, I mean, if they're gonna play Time Walk, I guess I prefer them doing it now before they get something set up. But if they have a way to recur Time Walk, it's a different story. Talisman into nothing. Possibly like Mystic Confluence. But I don't really have the luxury of hanging around, so I'm gonna jam. Looks like a Confluence. Yep, draw some cards. I doubt that they'll bounce the Raptor. That doesn't seem right to give me another Raptor ETB with extra energy. Yeah, they're just gonna draw 2. Seems good. My Mulda 5 was much worse than their Mulda 5. I get to go Warp Might Form if I want, and then play land, attack for 4. I don't know. The untapping? That would be weird. They have 5 cards in hand, they're untapping. Unless they just go like island, play another thing. I should probably just cast the Harmonizer for 4. I don't think I mess around with warping it. If I draw a fetch land, I guess I'll warp it. Billy. Kind of 1 mana short of doing what I want here. Could wait though. I could play Bill. Nah. That doesn't really make sense. I could play Bill, play land, put a counter on, attack, and then if I draw land next turn, it's just, I don't know which one I want to have out first. I guess I'd rather just spend the mana. Harmonizer has some flexibility with being able to warp it, but I'll just pay the 4 now. And then the only thing is I lose out on 1 landfall trigger for Bill, so it's like Might Form spends the mana better, but Bill would have gotten mana the counter, which could matter. Not feeling good about this game though. My opponent's gotten an extra turn, 2 extra cards. Got a mana vault. They have 1,000,000 mana. All their lands tap for green. I mean, come on. Ancient Tomb. Up to 2,000,000 mana. So Ugin. Battlesphere. Walking Ballista. Looks like a Walking Ballista or an Upheaval. Oh, probably an Upheaval. I think the blue went away first. Oh no, Ballista. Alright. Ballista for 5. That sweeps my board. Ping and pass? Or are you just gonna knock everybody down? Mutagenic Growth would have been sick. On the last counter, they sacrifice it at Mutagenic Growth. Alright, yeah. That was pretty good. Bill would have seen the same fate there. Commercial District. Okay. Billy. Get a counter. Cradle. Cradle to the grave. Alright. I mean, lands are kind of live if they don't have removal. Spells are also all live. Got 5 mana. I don't really have anything that costs more than that, so here we are. They use Ancient Tomb to untap Vault. Be funny. I'll let the land deal 2 damage to me so that my Vault doesn't deal 1 damage to me. Alright, they go to 12. They accept their fate, getting pinged. I don't think the opponent has used Sensei's top once. I think they've just been playing massive things. You got the Monolith yet? No. Just Artifact into draw. Death Touch is really annoying. Caracas is also very annoying. One of my only legends in the deck. Happens to be on the battlefield. Alright, don't hurt me, please. There's the monolith. Oh, they have Sensei's top too. They can just draw their whole deck. Sure. GG. Yeah. 0-2 with this list. I didn't really expect that. I think it's pretty solid. But it's been close matches. I should have won the first match, so should actually be 1-1, but I threw it. Alright, round 3 though. We'll still play it out. This isn't one of those times where it's like 0-2, but you know, it's a crappy deck. I think this is solid, so don't mind playing round 3. Kind of a weird hand. Seems kind of bad. Go landscape for a red source. Play Raptor. Or I could just play Lumber. Well, no, I play Raptor. And then like hope it survives so that I can play Cradle. Bill. I could always just play. Yeah, I guess it's okay. It's just a weird one. They have a much better fetch land. Blue Tree is a companion. I mean, Foothills, Steam Vents, Ponder taking 3 damage is probably good for me. Let's see if they shuffle. They do not shuffle. Okay. Nova Hellkite. Bountiful Landscape. Third path into Trinkets. No. No Trinkets. Let's get a mountain. Uro, not the worst draw in the world, but let's go Raptonio. Hopefully hit a burn spell. Detective's Phoenix. No, can't cast that. Alright, got some bonus energy for discharge later. If they don't kill Raptor, I could go Lumberjack Cradle into Uro. Looks like they're going to kill the Raptor though. Can't save it with the growth. It's a mere 2-1. That sucks. But we can still play Lumberjack into Bill. Goif, not bad. Ugh. Okay. I mean, growth might be decent here, depending on what they do. So they trade with Bill, I assume. Still have a creature out, so I can Uro, hopefully. Okay, Jute. Should probably just Nova Hellkite, though. Kill the Iconoclast now. Yeah, let's just Nova. Either way, it's a temporary creature. Can't really get benefit from Cradle next turn. It's no guaranteed Goif, especially if they kill Lumberjack. Pretty good Hellkite target there. So they missed a land drop last turn, which means they're spelled out in hand. Probably not good. Just play a show off into... God, another Time Walk opponent? What? It should be illegal to have to play against Time Walk 2 games in a row. Or 2 matches in a row. They didn't bother loot-treeing it. I feel like I would have maybe gotten greedy and tried to loot-tree it, but it looks like they're just going to kill me. Throw a counter on, play a spell. Hit me for 8. They didn't dash it, so I assume they do have a spell. Maybe not. I guess not. Okay. I go to 9. Still no forest, but I can play Pyrogoyf. Probably have to kill the show off. If I can play Hellkite next turn, that'd be pretty sick. Ping the champion. Get another great Hellkite ping. See if we get lucky. Dak Faden, sure. That I don't care about too much, I don't think. Discard Time Warp and Island. I wonder if they have Snapcaster, if they're playing Warp also. They probably do. Safe to assume. Don't kill my guys. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, I feel good about this game now. Forest. I mean, that lets me play Uro. Or Jitte. I guess playing Jitte is probably better. So play Forest. see. Tap, crack, that's 4. Can I do it here where I can play everything? No, I need to equip Jete. And I could maybe rip a land with Uro and get there. But let's just do it this way, I think. Alright, they've seen enough. Ping there, Jete. I don't know, I could just Uro and then just play Jete and not equip. Set up for maybe next turn. But yeah, I felt like they were pretty dead there. Blade Blast, Fireball. I mean, they do seem somewhat creature-based, blue-red tempo stuff. It's good against Iconoclast. Yeah, could bring it down on the draw. I don't think that'd be crazy. Yuffie, maybe. It's not my favorite against, like, tempo burn spells and stuff. They also had Broadside Bombardiers, which dies to Fireball, so that's worth playing. Hellkite seems great. Multiple 1 toughness things we saw. Maybe Phoenix on the draw can go. Sure. No mana dork, unfortunately, but it seems like a keep. Steam Vents. Oh, you have a trinket? No. Still no trinket. Landscape. They have seen mutagenic growth, so they might not just snap off a suplex on Bill if they're scared of that, but I don't know. They probably wouldn't hesitate. No plays is weird with a Corey Steel Cutter out. Corey Steel. I don't know. The hyphen's on the Corey Steel, so it's Corey Steel Cutter, not Corey Steel Cutter. But whatever. Who cares? I was considering cracking for a blue source last turn, but I think just playing Bill is a little better. think I go Cradle and play Curator. I don't think I'd jam Tireless Tracker out in the face of this. So lets me potentially exile Time Walk if that's a thing they want to do. Like if they want like Snapcast or Time Walk at some point. This also protects from 3 damage burn spells, leave the fetch up. Alright, go ahead. And now Cradle taps for 2 unless they kill something. Oh, they have Hull Breacher. Alright, I mean, if I get draw 7 here, I guess that sucks. But I don't really have an answer for it. So they're trying to get me to crack land for some reason. Alright, I guess I'll fall for it. I don't know. You have another thing? Sure, yeah. Use 2 spells on it. I accept. Takes me off of Cradle mana, but they're attacking with Breacher, offering a trade. I don't think I take it, given that I have Cradle. I only have 1 card left. Plus Lutri they can get to hand. Alright, I think I just Pyroglyph. I could Chainsaw and like hold up Curator Exiles. But I don't really want to exile before I play Goyf. Let's just do this. Hope they don't have a counterspell, I guess. No days, please. Wanted to make sure that resolved before I decided to attack. Okay. I mean, they could have Time Walk in hand. I feel like they maybe would have played it last turn, though. But they're going for the Lutri plan. So maybe not. Probably just Bloodbraid and pressure them. Let's see, if they do have Time Walk Lutri, that is a lot of damage. It's 3 total turns. They could Monk for 3, go to 14. Next turn, probably attack for like 6. Go to 8. I could die to that. So, but if I Bloodbraid, I guess they're not forced to chump. Could Oko? No, it doesn't work. think I chainsaw. Let's just take some of the potential damage off the board in case they do end up with Time Walk. And then I think I'll just play Tracker. Pass. Maybe it was better to play Oko. It's probably better to play Oko, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I should have played Oko. Whatever. This offers a blocker. I'm just trying to think of like worst case because I'm so far ahead right now. I think worst case is they go Lutri Time Walk and end up with like 3 turns in a row. All right, GG. So we got the consolation prize at the end, I guess. Not the ideal situation, but we can jump into another draft now, I guess. Let's see, I do have to go in like an hour-ish or more, but I can at least do the draft. Might not be able to do all the games right away, but we can draft, make the deck, maybe play one round. Ooh, get a nice start here. Open a Mana Crypt. Passing Inquisition, Voice of Victory, Smuggler's Copter. All pretty good. Spell Pierce is great. But yeah, Crypt is a nice way to start. Don't really have much of a preference for what to follow up with. I mean, Crypt is good in pretty much everything. I guess where it's somewhat lacking is like the really, really low curve, like red-black kind of lists, black-white sometimes, where you just have like a bunch of 1s and 2s. Crypt is actually really good in mono white, mono red. This pack's not great. Birds of Paradise is strong. Lorien Revealed is good. Emperor Bones is good. Nothing outstanding. I do like Ice Till Explorer. Don't think I take that here though. Yeah, let's take Lorien. Lorien's good. Now we get an Echo. Nemesis, Rumble. If I took Birds, I'd take Rumble, but I'm kind of looking at Echo of Eons. God, I love Malevolent Rumble, though. Yeah, let's take the Echo. Got the Lorien. Could end up doing some good work with this. Plagon, nice. This pack doesn't look... I mean, it doesn't look great in general, but especially not for my start. I mean, I could take Plagon just to stay blue, but I don't know. Not really a fan of any of these. Skyclave's maybe the best card. I don't know. We'll take Plagon. Could end up maybe using it. Okay, we're back to good green coming around. Maybe I start taking some of those. Noble Once upon a time. Noble's good with Plagon. Turn 1 Noble, turn 2 Plagon, draw 2. Pretty sick. Taps for blue. Now we get Force of Vigor. Shurikai, Headquarters, Upheaval. Upheaval's strong, but I don't know. I mean, I do have Crypt. I could maybe end up finding more artifacts and stuff. Kind of just want to take Sparrows. Let's just take the Heave. I think its upside is high enough. Now we get Riddler. Raffine's Tower, Subtlety. Subtlety is great. But I think I grab Riddler here. It's got higher toughness, so it's got to be better with Plagon, right? I like Subtlety. I died to Subtlety a couple matches ago. But Riddler's pretty sick. Now, these packs have been kind of odd. It's like we'll get a handful of good green and then nothing, and then we'll get some blue and then nothing, and then it's been kind of weird. I guess I take a land here, Portico or Coast. Both white lands, which I'm not really white yet. Take Portico, I guess. Yeah, like I don't know. I guess I take Titania. The white card's coming around. Maybe I ditch the Noble or like go more white for now. But that's a Titania. I'm gonna take Voice. I think Voice is pretty sick. Of course, now we get Walk-in Closet with Titania, but I don't know if I believe in the lands deck all that much. Lightstall, Paragon. Paragon's pretty good with Crypt. Get a little turn 2 Paragon. Start getting fetches back if you have them. Taiga's a pretty good land, but yeah, let's go Paragon, I guess. Maybe you should have just taken Taiga there. I don't know, this has been a weird first pack. Ephemerate Plague on anybody? Nemesis, yeah, whatever. I don't know that I want to play Ephemerate, but I have a couple ETB things. Take Cauldra for potential Stoneforge, or just take Lion Sash. I guess I'll take Lion Sash. Thalia, I mean, could be something. Adeline, alright. Arwen, yeah. Yeah. Not really an Echo list, not an Upheaval list for sure. But a little bit of Bant creatures, something like that. Kind of wish I had the Sparrows over the Upheaval, but I don't really regret the pick. Now we get Tundra, Windswept Heath, Eagles. I think it's just an easy Heath here. Would love to wheel Tundra. I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be nice. But yeah, take a fetch. Now we get Pyroglyph is great, but it's in red. Archon also great in black. Spellbinder in our colors. Othari, if I wanted to splash red, might be decent. I like Spellbinder. I have a lot of 3s already. It's pretty early. But there's not a lot else I want. Yeah, I like the binder though. I mean, if I don't go into a 4th color, I think it's fine to just take that. I mean, there's Sacred Foundry now. It would have been a nice kind of splash with the Heath. There's a Thoughtseize. That's the strongest card probably. Catacombs and then Infestation over there. I think I like Infestation. I'm still okay with trying to play green. We have the Heath, Portico, Noble's great, Arwen. but there is just Giver of Runes. I don't know. I like the Infestation. Now we get Sylvan. We've already passed Titania, but we could get a Nadu, I guess. Consider Emperor Staff. I mean, Staff's cool with like Voice, Adeline, Infestation. Hmm. Yeah, take Staff, I guess. Monstrosity. There's a Lion's Eye for the Echo. There's also Narset for Echo. Doesn't really look like a Narset list, though. Narset and Thalia in the same list. Easy. Prof's not crazy. I mean, we have Plagon, Staff, Riddler. I don't know. I mean, Green Suns might be good. I don't think I take Monstrosity. Hmm. Yeah. Profs, sure. Maybe could have wheeled that. Ending Elspeth. Not really a Planisphere deck. Malcolm could be good, though. Yeah, Malcolm seems solid. I think Elspeth's strong. There's a chance it wheels. White's been open. It's a big double white Planeswalker. I like Prismatic Ending, but I think Malcolm is pretty sick. So let's take that. Oh, there's a Breach. Past LED. Could have had Echo LED Breach. I think we're just pretty far off from that plan, though. Got a Skydiver, Chariot, Rabbit, Flicker Wisp. Kind of like Chariot. It is a non-creature spell, unfortunately, for Thalia. Jackrabbit's better with some of our cheaper stuff. It's got higher toughness for Plagon. Yeah, I think it's just a more flexible card. It's a creature instead of non-creature, because I think I'm gonna want to play Thalia in this list. Got some lands, don't really help me though. Luminarch's good. Alright, Eagles. Sure, Eagles is good. Wield the Othari. Alright, I'll take that. Could splash. Wield the Sacred Foundry too. Giver's good, but I mean, if I can play this Othari, seems worth it, especially with Mana Crypt. Sure. I have a lot of playables already, so. I mean, Landscape does splash for Othari. Sure. It's not the best fixing, but it's green-blue. Got the Lion's Eye back. Monstrosity too, could be good. Yeah, I don't think we're playing Lion's Eye. Unfortunate. Maybe could have had a good Breach deck, but oh well. I'm okay with where we ended up. Little Sorin. Alright, we only need a few more creatures, or a few more cards to have a complete list here. So gonna probably prioritize fixing and removal. Set up pretty well on the creature front. Starting town, No More Lies, Mother of Runes, Tidebinder's cool. And that's about it. I guess Jite's good. think I could just grab Starting Town. I'm trying to play 4 colors with not much in the way of fixing quite yet. Let's see, what do I need? I need like a blue. I think I already passed. I think I may have already passed Hallowed Fountain and Tundra. I'm pretty positive I passed Tundra. I might have passed Hallowed Fountain also, but I think I take Starting Town. Would love to wheel Jitte. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I played No More Lies, but I'm gonna take the land here. Just take all the good lands I see. Jace, Mana Tithe. It's not a bad Mana Tithe list, but Jace is kind of cool. I just don't have any spells for it once it flips. It's decent with profs, adding another counter to stuff. It's pretty good with Riddler when your hand is empty. There's Tameo. Tameo's kind of cool, especially with Monstrosity. I guess Sentinel's fine. Generous Ent. It's like got a bunch of stuff I could play, but nothing exciting. Yeah, let's go Jace, sure. Ooh, Breeding Pool's probably unnecessary pick here. Lotus Cobra, Daze is pretty good, but I'm not even going to be like super heavy blue enough for Daze. At least not to take it over Breeding Pool. Ragavan. Some good red here. Scarlet Ragavan. I like Epiphany. There's a Bant fetch here. Probably just take that. Hope to wheel like one of these 3. Stock up also really solid. I'd probably take Epiphany over it in this deck though. But I'm gonna grab the land. Maybe you could wheel the land, but I also just don't need to risk it. Got a lot of playables. Fairy Mastermind seems sick. Absence also good though. Yeah, take a Mastermind. Thraben. Jetmir's Garden, also good. Man, I like Thraben. It's great with Plagon. It's pretty good with Paragon too. Ephemerate it. I'm gonna try to wheel it though. I think Jetmir's Garden is too good to pass. Mishra's Bauble. Get Lost. Yeah, I'll just take Get Lost over the Oddity. Don't really have any removal, so that's good to have. Spirotron's Squadron seems fine, but there's also Stomping Ground. I have Sacred Foundry, Jetmir's. Stomping Ground doesn't really help me actually because I can't get it with Eagles or Lorien. And I only have 1 red card. I think I'm okay taking Squadron here. Got quite a few token making things. Wheeled the Jitte. If I wheel Cloud, I could have the Cloud Jitte Dream. Haven't done that yet. But there's also Mother of Runes, No More Lies. Damn. I'm gonna take Jitte here though. I hate passing Mother of Runes, but I'm gonna go Jitte. This is probably a fine Tithe deck. I guess wheeling Generous Ent made Stomping Ground a little better, but I still don't mind passing it. Yeah, don't think I'm on days. We build the cloud. I mean, unexpectedly absent is definitely better, but I'm gonna go for cloud just for the silliness. With the Thraben, nice. Gadgeteer. Alright, gotta make some cuts. For sure, but this deck is kind of cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how good it is. I got the Bant land cyclers, but my lands to cycle for are not actually. I mean, I guess they're fine. Sacred Found, yeah. I do have a decent trio there, plus Garden. Yeah, whatever. I just don't like that it's like a cycler for a tapped land that's just really slow. But it is what it is. 4-color double white cloud is a little sketchy, but I'm gonna go for the Jite Dream. I think Plagon's good. Jace has like basically nothing to recur. We got Infestation, Get Lost, Ephemerate is it. But it might just be good enough as a regular looter. Between like Plagon, drawing another card off it, Riddler, late game is great. It's kind of a lightning rod for removal too. You also don't have to have spells. Like you can just plus one it until you get to its ult or they kill it. Soak up some damage. I cut Sash out of the main. Profs is probably a little bit too cute, but it's really not, like it's never gonna be bad because it just cycles. And I have a decent amount of card draw. Malcolm doesn't really help it because Malcolm draws post combat, but like I have Jace, Thraben, Plagon. I guess I don't actually have that much. Riddler. Yeah, alright, Profs can go. Never mind. Lorraine, I guess, draws, but it's a lot. Alright, so this is 3 land cycles. So this is currently 11 lands plus 3 land cyclers and crypt. I need to nick at least like 2 cuts. Yeah, we're lacking on our 4-drop slots. We'll just put Jackrabbit over here and make it look better. I could just cut Othari, but my fixing for red's not bad. I mean, I have Starting Town, Garden, Foundry, Landscape, Heath, plus Eagles, Generous Ant. Getting Garden slow, but can get there. I think it's worth playing. I mean, it's probably just Jace. Maybe like monstrosity. I guess I could cut Thalia from the main. Monstrosity is a little bit too good with Mana Crypt, I think. What does Ephemerate actually do for me? Flagon, Spellbinder, kinda. Riddler, kinda. Thraben, kinda. Staff, kinda. Well, that doesn't. I can't do it with other permanents. Yeah, Ephemerate can go. Alright, so what is that? 11, 17. Not actually 17 lands. These are land cyclers, most likely for tapped lands. I got tapped fetches here, so a lot of tapped lands, a lot of slow mana, unfortunately. I might actually want Elspeth in the deck, especially if I'm not playing Thalia in the main. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. One mountain. And if I want it for the landscape, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-ish. It's quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 white. I guess I can play a mountain. I don't really want to, though. But if I don't play a mountain, it's just Sacred Foundry, Garden, Starting Town. Yeah, that's okay. I think I play another forest. Well, 1, 2, 3, 6. I could just play another island. I might even take out this bountiful landscape at this point because it's not actually getting red. Just play another forest. Not that one. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just jam. Looks okay, I guess. I think I will cycle the Ent turn 1, probably. Just go get a Jetmir's Garden. It's a creature in the yard for the bear. Could also just cycle the land, which I might want to do later. It's a roundabout way to draw a card. I think I play Malcolm. Start looting away. Jund colors might not. Malcolm might not survive, but we'll see. Uh-oh. So this either means Reanimator or Nadu. Most likely. Could just be regular old Greaves, though. Hmm. And I want to play one of these pre-combat. I guess I'll just go Bear, because I don't know. I don't have a lot of 1-drops to like follow up a Malcolm loot. Mill the land. Alright, well. I have the Cloud. I don't love that I drew the Jitte. Takes away part of Cloud's benefit. Could still be good. I mean, depending on what they do next turn, I'm probably gonna end up just Jitteing the monstrosity. Hmm. I'm gonna get swept here if I play another thing. I mean, I want to play Cloud so I can like play Jitte next turn, but they haven't played any creatures. I have lethal on board. I don't know. Let's just play the Jitte and pass. I think they're just gonna get like a blue source and play Nadu and try to go off. I just don't want to run into like a toxic deluge and lose all my shit. Yeah, there it is. Alright, go nuts. Sylvan Carroted, okay. If they have like land dork, I guess. Could do something. But I'm throwing a counter on Malcolm and attacking with Monstrosity too, so it's kind of GG. Cool. Alright. So awkward Nadu Greaves draw there for them. I was able to get enough pressure on. Don't know if they have like graveyard shenanigans going on, but I don't think I need Sash. It is another thing I could search up with Cloud though. So that part's kind of nice, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Nadu Greaves is not much to go on, but if they're doing more like land synergy stuff, Sash could be good, like graveyard things. And like I said, just another thing for Cloud to find. Infestation seems good for Greaves. Yeah, I don't know. Until they actually show graveyard stuff, I think I'm fine. Sure. I don't love it. Exploration. Ugh. I can actually blow that up, but I don't think that's wise. Riddler, not a bad draw. Gives me something to do on turn 2 if I don't want to get lost. Oh, I should have played Foundry. That was dumb. Haywire Might. Okay. Wait, why did they bring that in? For Jitte? Oh, okay. Sure. They have the Nadu. I guess I need to kill that. You get a card. Ice Till Explorer. Yep. Yeah, I mean, if this goes to game 3, which looks like it will, I think we will bring in the land sash. There's the Ice Till. You have a land, or are you just going to map? Looks like they're going to map first. What do we hit? Proving Ground, okay. Land, mill, chariot, map on the Explorer. What do we hit? Tifa. They keep Tifa. Okay. Yep. So you have Tifa on top. Yeah, Cloud is not great considering they have Might. Could play Monstrosity. Or I could just cycle Ent. Go get a land. Play Foundry, play Cloud, take 3 damage. Sure. Oh, actually, I tapped wrong. I should have just tapped Starting Town and then used the white. Only take 2 damage. That's bad. Hmm. Get Breeding Pool. It's a lot. don't know. I don't want to like die to Tifa eventually. Can probably just get basic forest. It'd be fine. Now let's get breeding pool. Take some unnecessary life loss. Thanks to my reckless tapping. Alright, go ahead. There's the Tifa. Plus Greaves, okay. They don't have a land though. So I get cracked for 4. No, just 3, okay. We're keeping the might for the Jitte. Makes sense. Unfortunately, Might exiles it, so I can't replay it with Paragon. That would be kind of nice. Alright, this blocks Ice Till. If I draw Windswept Heath next turn, it's kind of nice. But I guess, well, it doesn't let me play 2 lands, whatever. I draw another card with Plague on with it. Alright, they found land, they mill land, so Tifa's going to be a 4 power. I mean, I'll trade. Cloud's not really doing anything now. Okay, luckily, wait. Wait, what? Oh, exploration. Oh my god, I'm actually dead. They ripped land into fetch. Wow. Yeah, I'm dead. They hit me for 16 here with Tifa. Wow, dude. Why would you not attack with Ice Still? So 5, it's exactly 11. Jeez, dude. GG. That's wild. Land fetch for the win. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess I'll bring in Sash. I can't believe Haywire might actually got me there with my 1 artifact. I guess I have Crypt too, but whatever. Swap it for Jackrabbit. Alright, hand's fine. I'm not in a big hurry to play the Raven. Let's just surveil one. I guess if I was going to do that, I should have waited, but whatever. I mean, exploration in the birds is pretty sick. Alright, since I drew Noble, I will just play Thraben. If I draw land next turn, I'll try to Jitte. See what they do. They could have Nadu Greaves if they have another land. And they do. You have the Nadu. No, Chariot. Okay. Sure. It's large. Land, please. Infestation. Not bad. Can blow up the Chariot, get some tokens. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Not too worried about exploration anymore. Although it did good work last game for him. I could have attacked and like offered a trade with one of the cats with Exalted. But I'll just stay on defense for now. Oh god, I did not expect Psychic Frog. They only have 2 cards left, so I can maybe cobble something together. I need to draw land like right away though. Untapped, please. Yes. Perfect. They do still have 2 cards. They could have something to interact, but there's not a lot in mono green. I guess Endurance, but whatever. Yeah, it's Jitte. And I think I attack with Thraben because then I can play it off of Paragon potentially. It is a better blocker though. No, let's go on Thraben because then I get the Exalted, and they can't just like eat it with Frog, discard 2, you know. Or well, they can eat it with Frog, but they have to discard 2 if they want. All right, gladly trade with a cat. Get some counters. Could just go after the Frog and make them discard 2, but then it's a 3/4. And they can give it flying. I think I pass, and if they go to give it flying, I guess now they have 3 cards though, unless they play something. Because if they like put a counter on it, I can give it -1/-1. And if they try to put another counter on it. Oh my god, wow. They actually had Force of Vigor. They brought in multiple artifact and enchantment removal things for just Jitte, and it worked. God, like so many other draws I could have that where those cards would just be so dead. It's working out for him though, I guess. Damn. That's so frustrating too. All right, I'll just kill the cat then. I'm not gonna try to go for Frog. Like my actual only artifact that's worth a shit, and they bring in Haywire Might and Force of Vigor. But it's working out because they have Psychic Frog, so GG. They draw a card here. I have Paragon next turn. Can play Heath off that. I do have some jumpers for Frog in the meantime. I don't know. I mean, I'm obviously not like losing necessarily. It's frustrating that they would make those sideboarding choices and then just get completely rewarded for a questionable move there. Could go staff, hold up mastermind, but I think I just play Paragon, play Heath. The next turn I can play Jitte if they don't kill it. Blue or red? I already have blue. I guess I will get red. Yeah, I'll get garden. I don't think there's a huge chance that noble dies. Get in for 2. Please no Greaves. God damn it. Okay. I can't really double. Okay. Well, not as really annoying with my Jitte plan. I guess they can't really block because of Exalted. Oh. They have a mutagenic growth? Are you fucking kidding me? Whoa. Okay. All right. All right. A lot of stuff happening here. I'm gonna equip the pest token. This does make it more difficult for Frog to attack, at least. They could just discard whatever's in their hand and give it flying if they want. Might not be bad. Trade in 2 cards for 1 plus some damage. No real point in GTAing the birds because it's likely they would get a land or a spell anyway, so it doesn't really help me. They are attacking with Frog. Might as well try to block. I mean, I need to block anyway. Wow, okay. Deal. I don't know if they meant to do that. Maybe they forgot about the plus ability. Oh, no, they just have eternal witness. Okay. Yep, that's good. Okay, let's kill birds then. They don't have another... Oh, yeah, right, they can just do that. They hit pest infestation. Dude, what the fuck? I'm sorry, but this is ridiculous. I have one artifact in my deck. Well, I'm sitting here staring at another artifact, but you know what I mean. Like, this is absurd. Okay, I mean, if they go for Pest Infestation, I can kill Frog. They get 2 more cards off Nadu. So it's like kind of a wash. This is so bad. Rancor. Oh, and they get the card. Okay. Right. I guess that doesn't work. I'll just gain 2. Fucking hell, man. This has been so bad. Get lost. Okay. I mean, it's a card. Hmm. Shut up. Fuck. Dude's meowing constantly. Hmm. God, I need to kill Nadu. But Frog is way too good too. Let's kill the Frog. Get another fucking card. Blooming Marsh, okay. Yeah, whatever. Let's play Staff. And then I guess maybe I should have just killed Nadu and then draw cards off Fairy Mastermind. We kind of are even on cards. I don't know. Because if they draw Greaves, I'm just dead. Oh my god, this has been so bad. Oh, they also get the map. I should have hit Nadu. That was dumb. I just gave him 2 more targets. That was really dumb. Whatever, I'm kind of off this game. I was so tilted from the disenchant effects. But I mean, Jitte is pretty good against their deck, and I guess they really didn't want to deal with it, so. Now they got Bill too. Plus Chocobo. Wow. Yeah, cool list. There's the Explorer. Ugh. Whatever. I mean, my opponent's doing cool stuff. I can't really hate on it too much. I'm making bad decisions. This deck is like just sort of floundering. I should have absolutely get lost to the Nadu though. I just didn't think about the map token thing. Plus Mastermind. Alright. They have a massive Tifa, but no way to give it haste unless they draw Greaves, which I guess no, they haven't gotten it yet. Greaves in the yard. Okay, they milled the Greaves. That's good. They have like Uro in hand. Okay. Attack for a bunch. Uro in hand. Yeah, make it cost 2 more. Good idea. That'll get him. Wrath of God, that's not in our deck. Oh, Cloud, great. Great. Hmm. Just kill me with Tifa here, I guess. They might not have any more lands to get. But seems like they do 6, 10, 12, 13. Yeah, they probably have a couple more. But they can't stop these mills here. I think Tifa's like already big enough though. They may have to start targeting my creatures with... Oh wait, no, because they're not actually going to draw. Yeah, they can go to 0 cards. They don't have to draw. You know what I actually should have done is not played anything. Well, no, because then I just die to their other creatures. I can't jump. I was going to say I could maybe do it where they accidentally go to 0 cards and I mastermind them. But they're just going to take me out with a bunch of counters. Not go to anything. Okay. Yeah, GG. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna log off there. I don't really feel like playing this deck. I might just finish this league off stream and have a fresh draft tomorrow. I gotta get to a little meeting here in a bit, so I'm gonna log off. Thanks for watching. If you're not already following, you want to watch some more Vintage Cube, hopefully some more exciting Vintage Cube, or I'm not complaining. Tune in again tomorrow and in the future. Follow the stream and all that. Subscribe to the tube. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching. Take care.